Hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? What's happening? My beautiful peeps. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Get to Sis 92, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on your music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes by me, the Queen's back. Alright, y'all know it's another new rant, right? I've been waiting. Your girl's been patient. Your girl's been like patient doing this, and I am so glad that finally I'm going to rant. So grab onto your popcorns, you know, sit tight. Just actually, I want you to relax while you grab your popcorns and eat, sip some tea. And this is really important because I feel like the music industry, it's not the music industry. We'll have different opinions. Let's have a talk discussion down below on the comments after I make this video. Because my thing is, yeah, there is disrespect. There is just a lack of respect, really. So I know I did an album review of Beyonce's Renaissance album, Get the Sense 92. Go check that out. Nice album, good album, nice. It's cool. I'm a Beyonce fan. I'm just a fan. Okay. I don't consider myself part of the Beehive. I'm just a freaking fan. I'm like a Beyonce fan. So, hey, that's cool, whatever, fine. Now, Kelis, who, and I have to be honest, it doesn't make any damn sense, period. And I know, like I said, this been going on for years, and I feel that Kelis had every right to stand up for herself. She had every right to go off. So, on one of Beyonce's songs, I'm gonna, like I said, probably have to comment on it one that like down below. But one of her songs, Beyonce had sampled Kelis's songs. One of her songs, the Neptunes. For real, I don't. That other guy, I'm not saying being shady or nothing like that, but he has a name, okay. But the thing is, when people do not contact people to say, "Hey, I'm not saying that I know the ins and out in the music industry. Your girl does not know, but I do know of it because I've been a fan of music and my fellow artists have supported them through thick and thin. But what I'm saying is that you sample a record from whatever song, because I do research myself, is the right thing, period, to be in contact with the people or the artists that made the song, created the song, whoever. I know good and well there had to be time for the Neptunes, Beyonce, because I'm putting them all together. I don't know, maybe busy schedules, it happens, I get it, but it's the courtesy and respect. They should have reached out to Kelis. You sample somebody's song, it's like when you go to school, right? You have a research paper. You have to cite the sources, right? It's the same thing. So whatever was going on, I don't know, discrepancies, maybe and probably I don't ain't no telling. Probably the people behind the scenes like, oh, okay, well, Kelis's song will get sampled. Kelis, she ain't really popping. I don't know, whatever. Or, we'll just go ahead and just do whatever. You know, that's just how they do, right? How some people do. Well, little did they know they caught hell, period. And Khalees had every right. She had every right to say, listen, y'all gonna get this fade. Y'all gonna get this smoke because it's wrong as hell. And yes, it is wrong because I'm an artist myself and I love art and I create art. Everybody's different when it comes to handling situations. But that's a different story. But anyway, what I'm saying is that Khalees had every right to go off. And then, Twitter blew up and social media blew up. And then you got, I'm tired of y'all stupid Beehive Beyonce fans. And listen, I don't care. Beyonce's doing her thing in music. But Beyonce should have called Khalees up and said, hey, girl, I want to sample your song. The Neptunes, neck and neck, that I want to sample your song. Because Khalees had, like I said, but then she was under fire, right, for going off. And then these stupid fans were saying, oh, Beyonce, same old, same old. Listen, We don't live through these people's lives. But I have to be honest. I don't care if you're a Beyonce fan. You can play Beyonce's music to the wheels fall off. You can play her music up and down. You can do whatever you want to do. I play Beyonce's music 24/7. I love her music. I love her work. But no, when it comes to art, and I'm like saying to myself, I'm kind of like, Beyonce, you should have called Kelis, your team, your management, whoever the hell, even the Neptunes. But they were pretty much all the way in on this because it's kind of like, I mean, sampling Kelis's record, okay, fine. But I know Kelis, I don't, actually, I don't know. So let me put it this way. If they did reach out to Kelis, she probably most likely would have like gave them the green light, period. You gotta get that green light, period, first. But that's the thing. So it's like, you know, it just happened, and next thing you know, Cletus got mad, and Lord, I felt so. I had a lot of empathy for her. I had a lot of compassion. She was pissed. Homegirl was pissed. She was going off. But at the same time, yes, that's very, very disrespectful and very aggravating. Like, can you freaking imagine you worked your butt off in the music industry, right? Young, because Kelis was young, like in like the 1990s, like, and she said she was just getting herself out there. She knew she had the talent. She knew she had the work ethic. She knew she had the natural appeal, right? Then she said some things. I said, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I'm sorry. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors, y'all. You really don't. But it's really amazing that, yeah, it's really it's like a, like how people say, we see people on the TVs and the interviews and the photo shoots, and we go to the concerts for a movie where you don't know what goes behind closed doors. And I'm very sick and tired of people in general just taking people's work without credit. You know what I mean? It's like, that's her hard work. That's the song that she did. Her hard work, her passion. Next thing you know, Beyonce and the Neptunes, they just did whatever they wanted to do. I don't care. And I admit, people can see it one way. Oh, it's just Beyonce. Okay, you know how people can say, oh, they'll just blame Beyonce, or they just blame the Neptunes. I say Neptunes, Beyonce, Neptunes, don't matter. They were all in on it. What I mean by that, they were aware. I know they were like, come on, really, And even Khalees said, she said she had like got swindled out of money from the Neptunes or some ish or whatever. And she said it's really sad because the music industry, the system is really trash, period. And lots of times, especially with like navigating the music industry, figuring out where you need to go, your connections, the music producers you need to work with, you know, especially with money and finances. Oh, hell yeah. You got to be like strategic with your stuff and know a game plan and have it laid out. But a lot of times, really, I really am sick of this, like, popularity contest, and I'm sick of this, like, violence. Because really, to be honest, even I feel Khalees has been one of these, in my honest opinion. She is really rare. She's really a legend, an icon. I mean, she set the blueprint for herself. And I was going back down memory lane, Minnie Riperton style, and I heard Milkshake and Bossy. Um, I'm like, I can't name the other records, but I remember those songs growing up in like the early 2000s. And Khalees, her sound sonically, she has that like R&B pop dance retro crossover. She pretty much, in my, because not to put down other female artists, no, because everybody be necking it, everybody can do it. But I kind of feel like people behind the scenes, low key, were hating on Khalees. Mm-hmm. Was threatened by her natural talent, her success. But she brought like that funkadelic kind of psychedelic, like, groovy kind of sound. She's like an eclectic, a chameleon, like in a great way. Like she's versatile, and she can sing, she can write. Sure she produces her records, but I remember like yeah, she got like that really nostalgia where her music is more bouncy pop music, R&B driven music. And see, during those like the era where I came from as a millennial, because it's amazing how years then went by. But no, like those, records, those hit records, that she has made. And with her, she most likely has some undercover hate names. And, like I said, and even with black musicians, with female musicians, where there's always this you have to compare yourself to another black musician female, or just females in general, women in general. Oh, if you bring something different new to the table with your music, and it depends on some of them daggone, A&R people, record executive people, because I heard different stories. They'll try to be like, well, this is not the sound, or there's too much of this, too much of that. You have to be mediocre packaged, manufactured in order for you to sell records. Kelis was never that. But really, to be honest, because she grew up in a time and era where your talent and work ethic, it was okay to be different. You have the right producers to make substance music and just have that eclectic sound and not be put in a box. See, so I feel like Khalees pretty much is a blessing for her because really we had social media as millennials in the early 2000s, but even when like radio stations played music and they, you know, even like unknown, lesser known artists, not to put them down, they've been putting in work. They just had to make sure to get the right connections to just promote themselves. Because a lot of times the radio stations when I was growing up, it'll be like a song that come out the blue and it's buzzing, right? You haven't heard this song before. And certain radio stations that got hold on that song, they promote it. Fans promote it like crazy, and then it goes to connections like a wire through. It's kind of like wow, you haven't heard nothing like this before. And I feel like Khalees definitely for her, she came in an era where it was kind of like yeah, well her sound, her image sonically, artistically, what she was bringing to the table, that is and will always be her for herself. Period. Because there will never be another Khalees. Period. And I do see how even some of the influences from artists where not to put them down, but I see how that route where even as she was getting her mainstream success and up and coming new female artists coming in the game, not to put them down and not to have this, oh, she trying to be, no. But what I'm saying is that I kind of feel like, yeah, the music, the people around the music industry is like, oh, well, please, she'll have her little run. hmm I wouldn't even be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised because she said her beef with the Neptunes, how messed up contracts or just like what they like just finances whatever. She was young, she didn't know the music business as much because she was like, oh well, I'm making music. Of course that's your goal is to make music, yeah, but you got to learn the music business, how it works and how it operates, and how she got swindled, unfortunately, how she got taken advantage of, unfortunately. And I feel like she most likely, because after her success, not to put her in like a, well, she's a has been or she didn't do anything. No, I had to be honest. Yeah, she basically pretty much carved a lane where it was like black musicians. Her sound got more like that psychedelic R&B pop dance kind of sound. And then, like I said, she took a break from music and but even though like I said here and she's still putting out projects, so that's great. But I kind of feel like, yeah, it's really some serious stuff because really to be honest, I was like, Khalees, if you can do a lawsuit, I'm just saying somebody bite off your stuff or take your stuff. I'm just saying. without their permission, blatantly. And it, but I feel like it was done on purpose, from what Kelis was saying, from how she said it never got a. She said this is what she said. She never got a phone call. She never got email. Nothing. Not a zero. Not a damn thing. Not a goddamn thing. And people probably thought that she probably was gonna say nothing, or probably was gonna sit and stay quiet. No, because most artists, when they know their music, they know their sound, or they know a record they've done, how it sounds. Now, when somebody samples a record, a music producer samples a record, it is best, yes, to ask permission to get the sample cleared, period, because it's the right thing to do, right? So it's crazy. So I, I, I'm very glad that Khalees spoke up for herself, and I'm very happy that, like I said, and Beyonce, her team and the Neptunes, they had to make arrangements to, like I said, for Khalees to, you know, get her dues. But I'm glad that this is freaking crazy because, like I said, this is going to show you, even for these current artists and these up and coming new artists, yeah, they better watch out. Period. People behind the scenes, you don't know what they're doing, and you really don't know, especially like even as time went on, like I noticed that it really, guys, this whole new climate of the music industry is just it's just a mess because now since we're getting more blunt and honest about how things operate nowadays with technology and music and like how the music business is. But I feel like in my honest opinion that yeah, there has to be a lot of changes to be made, but I feel like Khalees, she definitely is like a legend, an icon in her right. She is. I mean, and some people have different opinions. I mean, I don't really look at it like when you got something going on for yourself, years down the road, people want to know. Years down the road, people want to know your music down the road. So that's why I feel like, yeah, I'm glad that Khalees, she stuck to her guns. So I don't blame her. You know, it just pisses you off like when people they want to disrespect your hard work from the ground up, or they want to slander your name. And they think that is funny, which it ain't funny. But yeah, so Khalees, even people coming at her, these damn trolls, these I call them dusties online. They was like, oh well, Khalees, you need to call up Beyonce. Was shit? Well, she's doing you a favor for a collaboration. No, bye bye. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Yeah, I'm cussing a little bit because it's just the same broken record. Khalees just wants her art to be respected, whether people like it or not. If you sample a daggone freaking record from an artist, and like I said, like how musicians like just call them up, call it the management, or find a way. You in the middle of the night record. Well, before you do it, if you have ideas, say, hey, can we get a little piece of the? So yeah, so that would be good. It's how you do it. It's how you do it. It's how you freaking do it. So I'm so happy that Khalees, and also this controversy also gave her, even though positive publicity as well. And I have to bring the positive about this because the positive about this is that she basically, like I said, she just went off because even her fans was like, yeah, like that's wrong. You would think that people would that have that humility and respect to say, hey, you like an artist, you like the song, you want a sample of it. And this been going on, child. This been going on for like years, where artists, musicians have got lawsuits, sued by other artists, musicians, that they because they did not like sample right a record or a song. So that's just how I feel. That's just my 2 cents on this whole drama. And like I said, as I love the Neptunes, I love the music. I like Pharrell. I like Pharrell's music. His sound as a music producer, I do. But I think that's really, really, really crappy of him to not try to work with Kelis. But it was some. That's what I'm saying. Kelis has said, yeah, this was some really, 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 really deep, 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 deep stuff. So she was like, yeah, she's been over it. So I respect Kelis for that. So yeah, anytime people they disrespect you, they're not well, they don't have the will to like meet with you halfway. So you do have to kick ass when necessary. Period. So, and Beyonce, same thing with her. I'm disappointed that she didn't reach out to Kelis either, because, like I said, she has that song on her record on Renaissance. But like I said, this has moved on. I've been waiting to make this video for a while because I said I'm going to make this video and I'm going to speak my mind and I'm going to say what I have to say because I'm a creator myself. So, oh, definitely, definitely, this was definitely something for me to talk about. So, guys, what are your honest thoughts and your opinions on this whole Kelis, the Neptunes, Beyonce situation? Let me know down below. Holla at your girl. The floor is yours. Y'all take the red carpet. I'm here to listen as well to your opinions. So, with that being said, guys, stay tuned on the next episode of Give Since 92. Like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. And as always, stay tuned on the next episode of Give Since 92 Dragon Ball Z Gary reference. Peace. Bye bye, girls. Out. This super stands out.